wish I could dream of you, dear one. I've forgotten the feel of the lines on your palm, shallow but solemn with such lifelong intention, darling. You haven't been in my dreams for a while now. How will I ever know what happens to the electric honeybees and iridescent ocean waves without you there to chase them down toward the cottonwood trees? I know I like to make the image of you pastorum. I know how selfish it is of me to do that, but it's there that I know that you're safe. There, I keep small memories of you, the way Atticus's children tucked away small gifts in moleskin for the wild man in Monroeville, because you and I know what wild is. And we know the small gifts we found for each other to keep us that way, dear one. I have some bad news that I've been meaning to tell you. And I'm sorry to be telling it to you in this way. I know we expect better of each other, and I apologize for its vacancy, but no, you must. The discs in my spine have ground themselves silly against my bones. I cannot fall asleep with this unneeded friction. Our time together has become too much for this upright rib cage. The worst has happened. And I'm trapped in a dreamer's insomnia. Even if I wanted to see you in our other dimension, I couldn't. And I wish I could. When the nights get scary, as they tend to do, I try and keep the white walls busy. I tell them secret stories of our hopscotch love affair. Only a child's heart could ever understand. I tell them to hush my thoughts so I can rest easy in a blanket of silence, but there is no cease. Understand, my dear, the involuntary contractions in the pit of my diaphragm are not my shame. We called them something easier so we could laugh at the demons that took sanctuary there. They hide in me like fools in a storm. We are not Shakespeare, but we know what poetry feels like. It tickles us in the back of our throats like the feel of stardust when we inhale and the breathing isn't enough. We never danced like we promised we would, and now more than ever my loneliness keeps me sedentary, and my mind busies itself with the work of life instead of the privilege of living. Darling, the suit I wear nowadays frightens me. But you are no longer the skeleton in the closet I go home to. You won't be the thing that burdens my imagination. Because thoughts are beautiful and free, and nothing should keep them from being themselves. Nothing should keep them from being themselves. Your peace in that process, though I want it, is no longer my strength, and I'm learning to be okay with that. I am not magnificent, but I darn well try. With every nonsensical poem I cry out. I am not royal, but I know the feel of diamonds on my skin and gold in my hair. I am not easy to play with, but I have found my ways toward joy. Creativity comes and goes, I know, and I'm learning how to be okay with that too. Its vacancy is not my shame, nor is my exodus from things that have become too much, my darling. Dreaming of you has been the definition of ink on pen. But this insomnia has offered me a newfound abundance, and I will agonize over it until it is no longer a necessity. And I can, after all this time, sleep easy and wake a dreamer.